picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down. And the Ducks will bring the punt team onto the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Making his first move. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Throwing Reed. Fires to the wideout. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Scanning the field, it's Reed. Left side is Owens. He'll be forced out of bounds. Let's mark it at the 48-yard line as this offense continues its work.
Running backs are wide receivers. They do such a great job nowadays out of the backfield. All you got to do, dump it to him. Get it to him quick, and he'll make the rest happen with his running back skills. But they do so much work with wide receivers in practice that they basically have become wide receivers.
Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays to get them behind the stick.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Marcel Reed to throw for it on 4th. Hauls it in easily enough for the 1st down. Dragged to the ground, but not before. He's converted the 4th down to keep the drive going.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Reed. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Trying to make magic on the scramble.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Now here's Reed. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one, too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
Coming out with it, it's Napier. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Here's Moore to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose. Second and long here. Moore to the air. This time he's got him.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Balls and fired complete. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
I love the third down defense. I love the defense understanding passing situation, dropping back, keeping everything in front of them, and then breaking on the football. In order to do this and be great on third down, you got to do one thing really well.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. More to the air again. Fires to the right. Makes a catch. First down and maybe a lot more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Fires left. It's dropped after taking the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
On the ground, it's Davison. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a third and long. Throwing more. Just a little off. Incomplete.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
They're going to stay aggressive and leave the offense out there on fourth down again. Making the adjustment. More to throw for it on fourth down. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
The give to the lone running back. Running with some authority as he bangs his way to the 43.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Play fake, Reed. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Fires to the big fella. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. on the move. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
And you see this so much in college football, man. Now, short yard situations, you give it to your QB, you get the extra blocker, and it's just really hard to stop, man, because he still is a thrower, and there's still that threat. But nice job being physical on the line of scrimmage by this offense.
Escapes the pressure going right. Gets the first himself. There he goes. He's guided out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 6-yard line, and this defense has to be reeling.
How nice is it to be an offensive coordinator and you call a pass play, but your guy turns it into an explosive run? Like, that is so much fun to call. Good protection up front, but he just sees space so well. They drop back, he finds the holes, and, man, before you know it, he's just chewing up yards and making big plays.
Gets rid of it. Finds his big tight end. First catch of the season as this freshman tight end wastes no time getting involved.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Reed. Still looking to his right. Touchdown, Aggies. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd, man, and they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
He'll bring it out. It's Bear. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. Moore. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Aggies. How about this defense taking one back to the house? Ready to try the point after. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. He'll bring it out. It's Bear. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
On the tight end's a guy that's going to have to be able to make plays for this offense in the passing game. That time, QB looking for the big fella. He ran a good route, just couldn't reel it in.
Dante Moore. Throwing right. This time on target. Makes the stop at the 30, but a big 15-yard pickup gets him out of trouble.
And that's a big play for this offense, and they need to get going. They've built themselves a deficit. They need points on this drive, or else, guys, the second half, we're going to be telling old war stories, right? Like back in my day, and Jesse did this, and I did that. So, I mean, come on, offense. Let's put this together. Let's keep this game competitive.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Moore will throw. Fires to the middle. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be third down.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Here's Moore to throw. Fires to the wideout. Out wide right, it's Bear. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient. He's such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him. And
quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And after that last sack, man, you could just see it. They are feeling themselves. After pitching a shutout last week, after dominating early in this game, it just seems like they're playing with a different aggression and a different level of intensity than what their opponent is. They have been so dominant.
Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. In the gun on 3rd down. Moore sends it downfield, and it's picked off for the 3rd time today. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. The run inside. It's Edwards.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They give it back to him. Got the 1st down, and a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the 1st down. Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. Here's Reed to throw. Look out! Oh, and he just dropped it so close to his 2nd interception of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
And that was another ball thrown in harm's way. And this young man, he already has 1 interception. That was almost a 2nd. Just playing a little bit loose with the football. Let's make sure we get that dialed in. We can't make those mistakes. Hard to win games when you make big mistakes.
Third and long right here. To the air, it's Reed. Extending the play. That's the kind of protection you dream about as he fires left. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. They'll get this drive started from the 29. Quarterback changing the play. Throwing Moore. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception.
I'll tell you something, in college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions. In the first half of this game, he's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere, an absolute ball hawk.
Trying to beat the D deep. He's got it. Touchdown, Aggies! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Hey, man, offense, defense, special teams, they are showing it all early in this football game. We're still in the first half. We got a 5-touchdown lead. Everything going right except for us, guys, because now we're going to have to figure something to talk about because this one isn't over, but it's close to almost at the half.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Napier. He gets a block. He's on the loose. Can they catch him? He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Oregon. He just took it the entire length of the field, end to end, coast to coast, nationwide for the touchdown.
And how about the fans in the stands going, no, 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 take a knee, no, yes, 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 yes. Over 100 yards for the kickoff return. Nice job taking that in the end zone, making a huge play.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. And a special teams miscue as the kickoff goes out of bounds. They'll take the penalty and move them back. Offense in a bunch formation. Wide receiver comes in motion. Throwing, Reed. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. Long way to go on second down. Looking downfield, it's Reed. Fires to the middle. Tight end getting vertical. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. And the Aggies come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Reed. Keeping his eyes downfield. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
Hey, man, this defense, they look a little bit frustrated. Like, he's done this time and time again here in the first half, and it's still early in this football game, but they got to find an answer for his legs. Like, he's chewing up too many yards, making too many big plays. Got to find a way to make him one-dimensional and make some bad things happen when he tries to take off and run the football.
They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down. Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Texas A&M going quickly. Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, the offense is penalized. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Reed. Rush right in his face. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. Let's open things up with Georgia Tech taking on the number 17 team, the Kentucky Wildcats.
He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback.
And it's the Yellow Jackets with a statement victory here in a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team. And that's now victory number 1 on the season. Hey, every journey begins.
And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. Trying to take it back. And they capitalize not